I would like to thank one of my subscribers, Phyllis Star Banyo Ba, for sending this particular article. And this just go to show you, it goes back to what I was saying. You know, the people that claim they love police, they love the cops, and they're all for police are the same ones that kill the police all the time, more than anyone else. This is a story that came out April 12th, 2018 from Channel 4, CBS Boston. Yarmouth. Police officer shot, killed while serving warrant. I'm going to go ahead and play this particular video.
A painful loss on Cape Cod tonight. A Yarmouth police officer shot and killed serving a warrant at a home in Marston's Mills.
And a short time ago, the body of K-9 officer Sean Gannon was taken to the medical examiner's office in Sandwich in a long procession of police cars as fellow officers and strangers saluted from the side of the road. The man accused of killing Officer Gannon is in custody tonight and will face murder charges. And what we've learned about his past is beyond troubling. Good evening to you. I'm David Wade.
I'm Lisa Hughes. The suspect has a long, violent criminal history. And for the very latest, we want to get to Tiffany Chan. She has more on our breaking news. Tiffany?
David and Lisa, what an emotional day for Yarmouth police. Flags outside of the station at half-staff after one of their officers, Sean Gannon, was shot and killed on the job today. He was just 32 years old. Those who knew him, those who worked with him, described Officer Gannon as a young man, a complete gentleman, one with such a bright future in law enforcement ahead of him. Yarmouth police mourning the loss of one of their own.
We're going to miss him terribly. Our department's going to miss him terribly.
K-9 officer Sean Gannon was among the officers serving an arrest warrant at this Barnstable home Thursday when the suspect opened fire, fatally wounding the 32-year-old. Yarmouth Police Chief Frank Frederickson describing Gannon as a bright young officer who genuinely loved protecting the public.
Sean was a wonderful, wonderful young man. And I'm not just saying that. The sky was the limit for him.
The suspect, 29-year-old Thomas Latanowicz, barricaded himself inside of this Blueberry Lane home before police narrowed in and put him under arrest.
Within an hour, a Thomas M. Latanowicz was taken into custody and will be arraigned on a charge of murder.
This isn't Latanowicz's first run-in with police. The Somerville resident has a lengthy criminal record, but it's still unclear what today's warrant was for. The Yarmouth police force rallying together, saluting Officer Gannon's cruiser as it was being towed back to the station for the final time. Those who knew him tell us it's an unimaginable loss for this tight-knit Cape community.
Sean Gannon was a man of honor, hard worker, and his reputation was absolutely impeccable. The world is a lesser place without him in it.
Cape and Islands District Attorney Michael O'Keefe keeping details about the suspect at a minimum, but says more information about Latanowicz's arrest will come out in court tomorrow when he's arraigned on that murder charge. Live in Yarmouth, I'm Tiffany Chan for WBZ News.
Now, you saw that, right? And you saw the person that killed him.
Today, Boston.
Okay, you saw the face. Now
Find my phone.
Oh, come on. Now let me get deeper into this guy that killed him. Okay, so you know this officer was 32 years old, Sean Gannon. Now the person that killed him was 29 years old, Tom Latanowicz of Somerville. And listen to this. Now, this is white privilege to a T. A press release from Yarmouth Police in 2016 described Latanowicz as a notorious and violent criminal with 111 prior criminal charges. Ain't no way. If this was a black man, he would not be walking the street with 111 criminal charges. How the hell do you rack up 111 criminal charges? That's what I want to know. See, this was a career criminal. And because of what he is, he was free to walk the streets. And because of that, this officer lost his life. How the hell do you have 111 felonies on you and you're still free to do whatever you want? And even if he was on probation, that is not good enough for somebody that have that amount of charges. This man should have been locked up with no prospects of getting out of prison. But because we live in this imbalanced world, people like him, he's one of many, y'all. He's one of many that's free to walk the streets of America because of white privilege. You name one, put in the comment section any one black man that you know that got 111 charges on him and he's still out here free. I promise you his ass is in jail if he does have that amount. I don't believe they're going to let anybody black rack up that amount of charges and not be in jail. It's outrageous. So he killed this officer that were serving a warrant on him, but they never really got into what the warrant was all about. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another white cop killer takes out a cop that was part of the K-9 unit, and he was only 32 years old. And his life is gone. But please tell me what you think. See, this is what happens when you try to give preferential treatment to a group of people and you want to throw the book at everybody else. This is the end result of it. You pay the price for it. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.